All right, let's jump right in. Today we are going to break down exactly how to legally launch your business in Pakistan. Think of this as your complete digital guide for 2025. We're going to demystify the whole thing from picking your company type all the way to getting that final certificate in your hands.
So you've got that killer idea, right? You've got the drive, the passion, and you're ready to make your mark. But what's the next step? How do you take that ambition and turn it into a real, official company in one of South Asia's most exciting economies? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll talk about the why, the big opportunity. Then we'll get into choosing the right identity for your company. After that, we'll walk step by step through the new digital process, break down how much it costs and how long it takes, and finally, we'll look at what you need to do after you're officially registered.
Okay, so let's start with Section 1, the opportunity. Before we dive into all the nuts and bolts, it's worth asking a simple question. Why even bother with this process? Is it worth the effort? The short answer is absolutely yes. The perks of becoming an official company are a total game changer. The number one reason, and this is huge, is legal protection. When you register, you create a legal firewall between your business and your personal life. So if the company has debts, your own assets, your house, your car, they stay safe. On top of that, it's all about credibility. A registered company just gets taken more seriously. It opens doors to bank loans, investor funding, and big government contracts that you just can't get otherwise. And here's the bigger picture. You're not just starting a business in a bubble. You're plugging into an economy that's set to grow by a solid 3.5%. Now, that's not just a number on a slide. That's the current that will power new customers and new opportunities, especially in hot sectors like tech and e-commerce. And it's pretty clear that other entrepreneurs are seeing this too. Just look at the trend. The number of new companies being registered is on the rise, with over 5,000 new businesses created in the last fiscal year alone. There is a real wave of momentum building, and this is your chance to ride it.
So you see the opportunity, it's real. The next question you've got to ask yourself is, what kind of company am I building? This is your first major decision on this journey, picking the right legal structure for your business.
Now, when it comes to choosing a structure, there is one option that is by far the most popular. A massive 80% of new companies register as a private limited company. It's the default choice for a reason. It hits that perfect sweet spot, you know? You get the strong legal protection of limited liability, but the rules for running it are way simpler, which is just ideal for most startups and small businesses.
But it's all about finding the right fit for you. So, let's look at the menu. If you're going it alone, the Single Member Company, or SMC, is literally built for you. Got partners? A private limited is probably your best bet. Got huge ambitions to go public someday? You'll be looking at a public limited company. And for professionals like lawyers or accountants, the LLP offers a really nice blend of partnership flexibility and legal protection. All right, let's get into the actual how-to. And the best part is, this isn't about getting lost in a maze of paperwork anymore. Thanks to the SECP's online portal, it's become a really clear, straightforward digital path. Your journey starts online. First, you'll create an account on the SECP's e-services portal. Easy enough. Next up is reserving your company name. And a little pro tip here, have a few backups ready just in case your first choice is taken. Once the name's approved, you'll prep your key legal documents, which are basically the rule books for your company. With your documents all ready to go, you fill out the main application, upload everything, and pay the fee, all online. Then the SECP gives it a final review. And assuming everything looks good, you get to the most exciting part. That email lands in your inbox with your official digital certificate of incorporation. And that's it. You are officially in business.
Okay, now for the two questions that every single founder asks. The big ones. How much is this all going to cost me, and how long is it going to take? So let's decode that investment for you.
Let's just put a number on the table right away. For a small company, one with a share capital under 100,000 rupees, the starting fee for filing online is just 11,000 rupees. That's it. That makes the whole process incredibly accessible and proves that money doesn't have to be a major roadblock to getting started. And you do have a choice. You can file online or you can do it the old school manual way. But honestly, it's a no-brainer. The government is really pushing everyone to go digital, and you can see why. It's way cheaper and much faster than going somewhere in person. The takeaway is simple. The whole system is built to be digital first. So, what about the timeline? Are we talking months? Nope. You're realistically looking at about 1 to 2 weeks, from start to finish. The first few days are for reserving your name. Then, give it another couple of days to prep and submit your documents. After that, the final review is usually pretty quick, meaning you could have that digital certificate in your hands in about 7 to 10 business days. Getting that certificate, that's a huge moment, but it's not the finish line. It's actually the starting line. So for this last section, let's talk about what happens next, because your real journey as a company has only just begun. Okay, so what's your immediate to-do list? First up, you need to get a national tax number, or NTN, from the tax authority. Once you have that, you can finally walk into a bank and open a proper corporate account. From there on out, it's about staying on the right side of the law, filing your annual returns, getting any special licenses for your industry, and if you hire people, getting them registered for their benefits. And that pretty much brings us to the end of the process and the beginning of your real adventure. You've navigated the system, you've laid the legal foundation, and you're now standing at the doorway to a really promising, growing market. So the only question left, and it's the most exciting one of all, is what will you build?